Siema. Idziemy do Sebastiana, który już pewnie na nas czeka. Chyba. Dobra, czeka. Nie ma.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Ojej. Ojej.
Draw it away from the buildings! Away from the village!
Ojej. Ojej. Nie w jego stronę, ty.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
O nie, Lewioso.
Fringo. What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
Grubo, grubo, grubo.
Levioso.
To Lewioso to na niego nie działa. Tak ci
Look
powiem.
out.
Nic nie widzę, nic nie widzę, nic nie widzę. Uciekaj, uciekaj, uciekaj.
Fringo.
Ty w ogóle coś robisz? Nie, uciekaj.
That's right, you lumbering lout.
He's
Czekaj.
faltering!
O
More
Jezus,
hits to
dostałam.
do the job.
Dobra. I on pewnie weźmie wszystko na siebie. Że to on co zrobił. 100%.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By
Nie widać?
yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Wow. Masakra.
Reparo.
Hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Trochę tego chyba jest.
One less thing for Officer
Yeah.
Singer to worry about.
No i to. Git.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
To mam nie przyjąć. Git.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell no battle-worthy items.
Dobra.
Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
Trzeba uciekać.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
Ojej.
How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
No,
Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
Nie wiem.
I promised to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Czemu przed?
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Dobra. Nie można było tak od razu? Serio. O, dobra. A jest zaznaczony. Ale co z tymi skrzyniami i gdzie one są? Tu? Nie wiem. Tu? Dobra, idziemy z nim porozmawiać. O. Co ty robisz?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack.
trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is great news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared.
No, kurde.
Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
Ej, to
I
ciekawe.
suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okej. Mhm. Po co ja tak naokoło poszłam? No to. Jest jakaś nowa misja, ale... A, dobra, i ta jest zablokowana, więc i tak bym musiała zrobić to. Mam nadzieję, że idę w dobre miejsce. Raczej tak.
You want to help me with my sad pretty.
No,
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
lecimy za nią. Coś jeszcze klikłam. Zwierzęta właśnie. Niczemu nie mogłam tamtego zwierzęcia, nie wiem czy złapać, czy nie wiem co.
Crossed Wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
O, nie. Coś innego mi pokazuje. Chodź po tych schodach. Te drzwi mnie nie lubią. No, mam taki problem z nimi.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
for you.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crossed wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Be
Dobra.
in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Ajajajaj.
We'll make you regret signing.
E, e. Zawiasa? Mhm. No dobra, jakoś spróbuję sobie poradzić.
Like a winner.
There goes my wager.
To za lamusy, ja pieprzę.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Dobra, dawaj. Chcę drugi raz. Dobra.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
No tak. Co ty myślisz?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
O,
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
nie wiem z kim lepiej.
Apologies in advance.
Czemu w trójkę? Ej, to niesprawiedliwe.
You're better than that. That's all you've got.
Co za lamusy.
I could never duel like that.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Dobra, co teraz?
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
No chcę, no.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all of your spells before the
I tak
dummy
tego nie
lands.
zapamiętam.
If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Keep trying.
Aha, dobra, już wiem. Okej. Dobra, obrazki są u góry.
Four. Good one.
Hit. No, źle policzyłam. Dobra, cicho.
Time,
Ej,
perhaps.
dobrze dam.
Nicely
Okay.
done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Git. Zadanie główne? Dalej zablokowane?
Assignment's all finished.
Niedobrze. No niedobrze. Musisz nauczyć... Dobra. Okej, bo wcześniej mi nie pokazywało po prostu. Się nabiegam. Nieważne czemu tak naokoło.
Help me.
Cicho tam. Oj.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
No, też bym nie chciała.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Dobra. Super, a pod czym? Mhm.
Good work.
Mhm. Dobra. Zamiast tego, bo mi się wydaje. Dobra. Zadanie główne. Dobra.
Only a new student.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckert.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule...
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
No kurde.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Ej, no dobrze.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Ogólnie to nie wiem, czy wybierać na przykład tą jedną osobę cały czas, bo da nam to jakieś... jak to nazwać? Jakieś plusy? Czy nic to po prostu nie zmieni?
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this
portkey to Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Może jemu można zaufać? Nie wiem.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us, the Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now.
Średnio.
There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to.
Dobra.
Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak. Those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Dobra. Jak? Muszę znowu zamienić. Ajajaj. Dobra, na razie tak. Dobra. To jest książka. Wcale mnie nie było słychać.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
A jak długo to będzie działać? Nie. Nie, już wiem. Ale drzwi nie usłyszeli.
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Ja pierdolę.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get it. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd
Super.
get you. I always keep my word.
Ojej, jestem niewidzialna? Czy jestem widzialna?
The key. Here it is.
Mordo,
Someone there?
nie straszy mnie.
Is someone? I knew.
Kurwa, zablokowałam
you.
się. Zablokowałam się. Ajajaj. A on i tak odwrócił uwagę, że nie odwrócił. Kurwa, ona tu jest.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Gracious, what a mess.
Wcale nie widzi.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I'd say.
Accio.
Kurwa.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
O ty kurwa, o ty kurwa, o ty kurwa. Nie widzisz. Nie widzisz.
Should be in the clear now.
Ja
No need
pierdolę.
for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Accio, why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're of. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Dawaj, dawaj.
Who have we here?
Kurwa.
It's somebody's new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to
Kurwa, jednym ci.
tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Here.
Jaja se robisz.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to it. That's it.
To nie jest chyba dobry pomysł.
Where might this lead?
No cóż. Będzie przypał. No i co ja mam zrobić? Ty kurwa. Dobra. Dawaj.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Jaja se robisz. Kurwa, wstaje. Dobra. Kurwa, ile ich tu? Mhm. Mhm. Okej. Dobra. Dobra, ale jest podpowiedź, także. Kurwa. Przecież ja. Kurwa, dwóch. A jak tam? Już wiem. Czy myślałam, że się pojawi? Już wiem chyba. Gdzie to jest? Nie, no. Ty kurwa, nie. Spadniesz. A, czyli nie da się. No to dupeć.
Be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there. Let's keep my wits about me.
Serio. Szlak. Tu powiedziałam. Tam ci też? Dobra. Ty mnie nie strasz. Kurwa, za blisko. Dobra, trochę mi zegarek przeszkadza.
It's a book after all.
Ale nieważne.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morgana. Welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bacall.
We understand that you are adjusting well to glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us. Miss Morgan, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
First of all, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morgana.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight.
Uh-huh.
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Się nie interesuje. A ty mu tam podziękuj. Ci dupę uratował. Kurde. Dobra. Tyle dobrego, że chłop nas obronił. Fajne. No dawaj, kupię drzwi. Oj, on nie będzie zadowolony. A, tu.
Goblins working with Rookwood?
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Orthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. Visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how?
No.
Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Lepiej
Fair
nie.
enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Dobrze. Okej. Ci, Pizut. O,
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of Cross Ones. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
wypieprzej. Dobra. Tu?
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Jezus Maria. Teraz je nie ogarniam. Tych. Ja pierdzielę. Dobra. Co to zrobić? Dół. Wiem, że to poboczne, ale to akurat chcę zrobić. No właśnie tam. Drzwi. Co? Mam to zniszczyć? Nie. Dobra. Co on tak daleko jest? A. Dobra, zróbmy
Hello,
najpierw to.
Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Mhm. O! I... Oko. Bidut. Myślisz, że ja to zapamiętam? No nie załadowało się, no. Co mam ci powiedzieć?
Four.
Już? Git.
Impressive wand work.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other jewelers had better beware.
Dobra.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Dobra, teraz
Yes,
nią.
Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
We czwórkę. Serio.
There goes my wager.
Expelliarmus!
Like a winner.
Ringo.
You're better than that.
Serio? Reszta.
Big hits that round. What a victory! What a tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize. And so it is my great honour to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honour.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
No. Git. Mogę z tobą porozmawiać? Chciałaś porozmawiać. Dobrze, zrobię to. Tak daleko? No, wiewiórka. Pidut. 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 Dupa. Pidut. Chodź tu. Kurde, nie. Dupa tam. Mogę na szagę? No i git. Trochę daleko, ale na szagę szybciej.
It is good to see you, my friend. Hello, Natty. How are you? I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you. I'm all right at the moment. If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you? They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts. When were you at Gringotts? Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. The portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage. What on earth? There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic. What does that mean? I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb. It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Thorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own. What sort of stand? Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock. I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise. That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow? I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs. All right. But how? I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me. Thank you, Natty. Be on your guard.
Ty też. Czyli jej też można ufać? Mam nadzieję. No dobrze, ale
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
dobra, jak już tu jestem, to pomogę. Mogę przez wadę?
This way.
Zostawcie ją.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be sick.
Leave her alone.
Clever, don't you? Well,
Pieprzej. Uj, 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 uj. Uj, uj, uj.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
Uj, 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 uj.
You've nowhere to hide.
I'm not going anywhere.
you're going correct.
You take this in your other dead body.
You will pay for your deed.
Poradzisz się tam? Mogę skrzynkę?
What on earth's just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. So close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but
Mam
thank you for
przejebane.
your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
No.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Ale grubo.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Dobra, to co? Widzimy się w następnym. Na razie. Pa.